Scams. Hey everybody, it's Joe Buffington with the Thursday Thinker and Remax Realty Center. In today's edition, I'm talking about a scam that's going on in the real estate industry that could potentially affect you. So what it is there are scammers who are going out there and impersonating sellers and owners of vacant land. And the three things that they tend to target are obviously land and vacant land. Number two, vacant land that has no mortgage on it. And number three, vacant land with no mortgage and an out of area seller. The reason why this scam is working is because number one, with vacant land, there is no house to go to, no keys to exchange. So in theory, there is open access to the property that a scammer wouldn't necessarily have to have access to the home to let you into the vacant land. Number two, properties without mortgages. There is no mortgage company that kind of provides a second layer of security as to social security numbers, identities, things like that. And then the third thing is out-of-state sellers. And this isn't always the case in these scams, but an out-of-state seller potentially would not be available to come meet the listing agent or buyer or anyone in person. So it would be almost a given that it would have to be the transaction would be done remotely. So if you are a buyer or you are a listing agent or a buyer's agent and you are dealing with a vacant out of state, no mortgage lot that is your clients may be interested or you're looking to list, is to ask some more questions, right? Have you had a face-to-face with them? If the answer is no, maybe that raises a red flag. Have they done a Zoom with a camera on? We are finding some of these scammers are actually doing Zooms with cameras on. Sometimes they're silhouetted or you can't really necessarily see as well. But it is a deterrent. Most of these folks do not want to be on camera. And then potentially, have they gotten an ID identification on the person? That's not a fail-safe either, because fake IDs are very prevalent in today's day and age. So what can you do to protect yourself? A couple things is get as much information as possible and do your research. Research the location. If they say they're an out-of-state seller and they live in North Carolina, make sure you get that address. Do some research, find out who owns that property. Make sure it's definitely the names and numbers line up, and look at any research you can do on transaction history just to make sure. Second thing is Google them. Get their name, Google them, find out, look at LinkedIn, Facebook, Google, find out any information you can just about who the seller is to make sure it lines up with the ID that they've given you potentially or what you've seen on a Zoom if you've done a Zoom with them. Third thing, you can require, if you were the buyer, you can require an in-person settlement. You're going to require that seller, if you're going to turn over $250,000 for that lot, that you're going to have them in person. That's the one thing that the authorities say that has been a kind of, at this point in the scam, has been 100%, is they will not show up in person for meetings. So if it is something that you've done a bunch of your things and you're just still not sure, is require a in-person closing settlement. And then the last thing as kind of a stopgap is title insurance. There are title insurance policies, enhanced policies that you can get that not only just cover the structure, which you wouldn't have, but they will cover the dirt, but also they would cover any kind of fraud. So that's something to talk to your title insurance provider about. So hope this helps. Again, I think as an industry, real estate agents, we need to ask, when we are dealing with vacant land, a lot more questions to make sure that we are protecting the public, either the true owner or the new purchaser, from being frauded in these cases. Hope this helps. If you have any questions, we are doing our Cup of Joe next Tuesday on this very matter. We're going to go dig into this issue. So if you'd like an invite, DM me, email me, text me, call me, and I'll get you on the call. Thanks.